fanatic, right in my way. I got fanatic, right in my way. I got fatigue on my body, on right Maserati is right. I'm going out of space. I remember days, going on missions, hopping in fences, running from. I got on all the Cadillacs, sliding through like I'm Obama.
Well, it's important to look your best on the road, so look at the starters for the Wizards. Beal and Porter, the talented wing set. And there's Fultz. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And for Minnesota, they've got Curry. Rudy Gobert is out there with Gill. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's McDaniels at the 3 spot. It's a battle of the bigs. Two fantastic centers, Clark, in this matchup tonight. Some throwback basketball.
Well, you know, there was a time, Kevin, when centers dominated the league. And as you said, tonight we're going to throw it back to those days.
Fultz against Edwards. Down low. Here's Gobert. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
Now here's Beal. Defense right on him. To the paint. Here's Anderson. And he converts the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Oh, here's Edwards. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Boy, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
Edwards with it, guarded by Fultz. 4 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Gill misses. The Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And that one is good.
For a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
Edwards against Fultz. There's the pass to Gill. And he overshot that one, missing.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Now, here's Porter. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. A three-pointer is right on target.
And you got to guard Fultz from this spot. I mean, when he has the space to fire from deep, he makes the defense pay.
For 3, Edwards. Stolen by Anderson. To the inside. Gobert with the block. Edwards looking it over. Shot to stop the run. That one doesn't go. And Washington the other way now. Beal gets a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from...
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
GA, he's asked to carry a big-time scoring load, but Bradley Beal makes his teammates better as well.
And that's an area, Kevin, he has really grown. And his playmaking, when the defense overcommits, you make them pay with the pass.
And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Wizards. It's a 5-point game. The feed to Anderson, and Anderson slams it in.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Edwards against Fultz. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 5. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Pretty tricky and sweet pump fake move by Edwards there, pulling the defender in close to get the foul drawn.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe.
Morris is checked in for the Wizards. Curry against Porter. Back to Beal. "17-foot shot on the way." Drained for 2 points.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
A shot off that time. Good D by Anderson. And here are the Wizards now. This run now up to 13-2. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Timberwolves trail by 9 from deep. A shot by McDaniels, no good. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Beal, and he comes up with the deuce. He's got 6.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Towns. The rebound by Anderson.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Porter. No points in the game yet for him, and no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Outside, Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Took him no time at all on that one.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Foster against Morris. Now Foster. Towns wide open. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And, you know, we know he has this shot in his bag. I mean, Towns enjoyed going right back at the opponent with the 3-ball.
Now here's Porter. Pulls it up. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Towns with it. He's covered by Anderson. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, easy does it, Towns is saying to himself. Forget about the threes right now. I'm going to go with the flush.
Outside Porter. Back to Morris. Outside Beal. And Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down. Timberwolves trail by 9. Driving to the basket. And it's Foster finishing it off.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Now, here is Morris. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Morris against Foster. Here he goes. Towns down low. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got 7.
already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. It's still early in the season, and teams are still trying to figure out rotations. Greg, what's it like to play in a game like that tonight?
Well, for a lot of these guys, Kevin, it's all about jockeying for position, making an argument for minutes. And you want to earn the trust of your coaches.
Substitution on the court.
Minnesota on D. They trail by 7. Pass to Kispert. He takes it in, and the dunk by Kispert.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone, really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Washington.
And, guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
Davis in the corner. A minute 20 left here in the opening quarter. Gafford passes to Hampton.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Washington shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
At the line for the Wizards, R.J. Hampton. At the line for 2.
Free throw drops for Hampton. Curry's checked in for Patrick Beverly. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Jang, he's checked in for Anderson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Timberwolves. It's a 13-point game.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And Foster drops them both. Wizards leading by 11. Passes it to Kispert. Here's Hampton. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
46 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And it's Foster finishing it off.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Davis looking for an opening. Great D that time from Johnson. Up in time, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Wizards out front. They lead by 9. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.
Making their way onto the court are your Minnesota.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Foster is out there with Curry. Then it's Karl-Anthony Towns. Then it's Johnson, and it's Moore in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. He trains the quick shot. He's got 10.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
And I tell you what, guys, I mean, with this combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
Foster down low. Guarded by Fultz. Foster dishes to Towns. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
You know, we've become used to seeing Towns own the offensive end of the floor. It just lets the game come naturally to him.
Fultz, the pass to Jang. The Wizards working the ball around now. Kicks it to Kispert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries again, and the layup is good. And the Wizards lead by 8.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Here's Foster. That's it, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Fultz kicks to Davis. Back to Fultz. Chang with a clean look. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 4 assists now tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
And Towns gets it to go.
The defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his 2nd this quarter.
Pass to Davis. He kicks it to Fultz. The pass to Kispert. Here's Davis. Lays it up off the glass. Davis has got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Foster against Fultz. The kick out to Towns. Off target from outside.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Here's Davis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot at that same rate now, would rank, Greg, dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Jen. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Kispert. Fultz against Gill. Now here's Edwards. Not a lot of room. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Here is Edwards following the bucket by the Wizards. Inside, Gill. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Fultz dishes to Porter. Outside, Davis. Pass to Beal. Back to Davis. And it's Beal in the corner. Shoots over McDaniel. Beal can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 10. Now here's Edwards. Out to the right wing. Here's Gill. Misses the 3. Wizards have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Davis in the corner. Throws it up high. Edwards against Fultz. Edwards inside. Here's Gill. A three-pointer, no good.
And another miss. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Towns, he's checked in for Gill. Then for the Wizards, Anderson, he's checked in for Davis. And Monte Morris subbed in for Fultz. To the middle, here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Defended by Gobert. Outside for Beal. Three-pointers off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 8. And here's Edwards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Washington. And Edwards drops them both.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Morris passes to Porter. Defended by Towns. They get the rebound. They need this one. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one is on Towns. The Wizards shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
It's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
It's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
Oh, here's Edwards. Towns kicks to Edwards. Passes to Moore. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Towns. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Towns makes the most of his chances inside. He gets the ball in good position, does his work early, and then the battle's over after that.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him. And Washington making a change here. Hampton's checked in. Morris. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Morris has got 5 now.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Like when it comes to running the pick and roll, Monte Morris is more than capable, isn't he?
Yeah, Kevin, he's got such great feel and pace. See, that's what some young players don't understand. You can't go 100 miles an hour all the time. You got to play with pace as well as smarts. And he's got a really good feel for how to navigate those 2 areas well.
Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Now, here's Porter. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Morris into the lane. Unable to get that one. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves trail by 8. Outside Edwards. That one dropped for his 2nd bucket. Marking 2 for 4.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
His team is down, but with the way he went at the rim, you know they'll keep fighting the entire game.
Down low. And Hampton with the basket on the assist by Morris. 6 points for R.J. Hampton.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Gill. Lets it go with a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Gill's got 6 here in this quarter.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Beal the pass to Hampton. Outside Beal. Kicks it to Morris. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Outside Edwards. And there's the pass to Gill. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Beal, the pass to Morris. Back to Beal. On the wing, Porter. He's covered by Gill. Shots good by Gafford.
Making the correct read right there. Otto Porter showing you his basketball IQ.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Outside Edwards. Over to the left wing. Gill kicks to Edwards. Kept alive, Minnesota. Pass to Gill. Jacks up a 3. Beal pulls it in. Morris, left side. Here's Gafford. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
That one able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
And so it's the Washington Wizards heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, David.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game?
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Things were going Washington's way from the beginning. Their exceptional focus and all-around execution immediately triggered a 15-4 run at the start. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
So on the floor for Washington, Beal and Porter make up the perimeter. And there's Anderson. Then it's Markelle Fultz. And the dunk by Towns.
And he sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Anderson's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 5. Outside Edwards. The kick out to Towns. There's the triple. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, you know, that was out of his reach anyway, so I don't even know why he made that effort. No need to commit the foul there.
To the left side wing. And here's Anderson for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Edwards against Beal. The kick out to Towns. Here's Johnson. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
Now here's Beal. And he gets it to go. 17 points in the game.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Here's Fultz after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Moore finds Edwards. The kick out to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of great ones in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Well, I don't think anybody wanted to be the guy at the end of the wrong side on that post.
Tipped away. Here's Porter. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
Here's Foster. He's got 8. Passes it to Gill. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Gill's got 12 points in the game.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Now here's Beal. Here's Fultz. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got his 4th assist in this one.
Nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Foster against Fultz. Foster passes to Gill. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Beal. Back to Fultz. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Fultz has got 4 points this quarter.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
Here's Foster. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Gobert. Now Foster. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Washington making some changes. Davis has checked in for Beal. And Morris subbed in for Fultz.
Monte Morris.
Here's Foster. 8 points for him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Wizards.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
You know, the defense has given them that shot, and they've knocked it down consistently, and that's been a real key factor for them tonight.
And Foster drops them both. Washington leading now by 4. Outside Porter. Defended by Foster. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
The pass to Gill. A 3. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Washington making some changes. Daniel Gafford comes in for Anderson, and Kispert subbed in for Otto Porter Jr. Morris passes to Gafford. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
Hey, guys, this is what... it's all about getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Wizards making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. Shot clock at 6. Gill kicks to Curry. On deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Washington ball.
Wizards leading by 5. Morris with the ball. 5 points in the game. Here's Gafford. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
The assist.
Gafford's got 7.
Morris.
And they're beginning. To just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now that they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Here's Kispert. And again, Washington with the triple. And the Timberwolves call timing.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Gobert. Johnson comes in for Gill. Morris checked in for McDaniels. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Curry. Now here's Beverley. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Another miss by Minnesota.
Can't seem to find the range here in the second. Did a great job in the first, hitting 3 from outside.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Gafford. He's got 7. Morris looking over the floor. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Minnesota. Trailing by 10. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Foster down low. Here's Towns. Nails the baby hook. Towns has got 27 points.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Pass to Kispert. To the inside. Morris. And he banks in the layup.
You know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Kick out to Moore. Out left to the wing. Towns, the pass to Foster. Towns down low. Morris is there. And Towns gets it to go.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Washington calls timeout.
Get loud if you need a free t-shirt, fans. Making their way onto the court are your Minnesota Timberwolves dancers.
Wizards leading by 8. Pass to Gafford. To the left wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Kispert.
2 minutes.
Takes it off the glass.
Corey
Kispert's got 5 points in the quarter.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
It's Beverley on the wing. Pass to Foster. 5 on the clock. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Hampton, he's checked in for Monte Morris. Hampton with the ball. Foster on him.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
1:12 left in the third. That shot, no good. And Washington the other way now. They've led by as many as 14 points. Hampton misses. Timberwolves trail by 7. Now Foster. 13 points in the game. The kick out to Towns. Good on the triple. Towns has got 32 points in the game.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
The pass to Kispert. Nice ball movement by Washington. Outside, Davis. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Davis has got 9.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now here's Towns. 32 points in the game. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Towns has got 34.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Wizards have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Davis at the line for 2.
And he can't get the first one. So both teams making some changes here. And he sinks the second. He got it up. And the shot before the buzzer is off. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Wizards lead by 6. From Target Center, back in a moment. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for Washington. 6-point lead. Johnson is out there with Towns. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Moore in at the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Guarded by Fultz. Takes the 3. Washington with the rebound.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
The kick out to Towns. Nailed from three-point land. Towns has got 18 points now here in the second half.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Pass to Fultz. Looking for Anderson. He gets it there. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got assist number 5 here tonight.
A capable passer. The more comfortable Fultz gets in this offense, the more effective he is.
Guarded by Fultz. Here's Towns. Lays it up and banks it in. Towns has got 39.
And, you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Fultz looking around. Here's Beal. Shot clock reset for Washington. Back to Fultz. Anderson right side. And finished off by Anderson.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
To the right side. Towns down low. Defended by Anderson. Towns, no luck. Washington leading now by 5. It's Beal on the wing. And it's Anderson that time on the assist for Beal. Beal's got 6 assists in the game.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
It's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. He said he just wants them to play faster. It feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball, and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. 4 on the clock. Passes it to Gill. Traps in the tray. Gill's got 20.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Fultz kicks to Porter. Pass to Beal. And here's Anderson. Three-pointer. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Anderson against Edwards. The pass to Gill. Offline with his 3. Wizards leading by 4. To the paint. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush.
And you just know that's going to have a big effect on this team. I mean, their blood has to be pumping after that one, and the heart rate racing a little faster, too.
It's stolen by Fultz. Anderson outside. Pass to Porter. Puts one up from 19. Right through the cylinder that time. All net. And now an 8-point Wizards lead. Fultz against Edwards. Passes it to Gill. Back to Edwards. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Morris is checked in for Washington. And Curry pulls it down.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
Edwards against Morris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Foster's checked in for Minnesota.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half. All the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's Foster. Over to the left wing. Gill hits it from three-point range. Gill's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Minnesota.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Anderson. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Foster against Morris. Poked away. Foster passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Washington calls timeout. And now we present our New Balance player of the game.
You know, from the jump, he was on a mission. You could see it. It was clear. Going after hoops, no matter what the defense tried, they had a tough time stopping him. I think he could have predicted early on we'd be talking about him right here and right now. That's how good he's been.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Gobert. Johnson comes in for Gill. Morris checked in for McDaniels. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Seth Curry. Foster against Morris. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Wizards leading by 3. Anderson right side. Second chance shot, and it's good on the layup. 27 points for him.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Morris against Foster. Towns for 3, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
They have been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Beal from long range. Washington gets it back. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
The first one falls.
Shooting for Washington, number 32 at the line for 2.
No good on the second free throw. Timberwolves trail by 3. To the wing right side. Foster against Morris. Right side Towns. Clock at 4. He kicks to Foster. A baseline J. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game.
Substitution for your Timberwolves.
And it's Porter with the ball for the Wizards. Outside, Beal, down low. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Wizards lead by 5.
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to end the possession, though, and it's the reason this game is coming down to the wire. I mean, his touch from outside and from the field in general has been superb. Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Town. Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
Now here's Beal. Goes back up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Personal foul, 14 foul. Shooting for Washington, number 32, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Edwards passes to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
Tremendous effort, putting pressure on the rim here at a critical time in this game.
Outside Beal. From 13, Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's Beal. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
On the wing, Morris. Defended by Beverly. It's in!
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
They've got to go all out trying to force a turnover here.
Edwards kicks to Gobert. Outside Edwards. 5 to shoot. Outside Towns. Misses the tray. And so it's Washington who's straight by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.